Looks like the deck, basically. Seems like a fine keep to me. I can cast every spell in my hand, so. Mix of creatures and non-creatures. I'll lead on the thoughtseize, I guess, since I do a second one. This way I can cast both of them next turn. But it was come against Storm. I guess I might take Borealis because it's the only spell they could cast. I'm just trying to think if, there's a reason to take something else, but I don't know. They can cast that one, so why not? Okay, now I have a few options. I can cast Croxa, I can cast Bomat Thoughtseize. I'd even bolt myself and play Death Shadow. Okay, so if I bolt myself... No, I don't want to bolt myself. I want to keep the bolt for the Electromancer. I'm going to play Croxa, but I think I'll just play Bomat Thoughtseize here. I guess I'll lead with the Thoughtseize. Okay. So I could take Ritual or Gifts, or Grape Shot, or Electromancer. Okay. I think I probably want to take Electromancer here. Because Gifts is like really... I mean, they could draw Ritual and Ritual Gifts. I mean, they could draw land and go Ritual Gifts. Then I have Bolt. I think I should probably just take the Electromancer here. But I'm trying to see what makes sense. Like, I could take Gifts. And I could take Ritual, too. So it's kind of... Okay, so how fast is my clock going to be? I'm going to go to 14, 13. So I'm going to be able to apply 1/1 Shadow. It's not really a fast clock. The thing about Electromancer, you have to like... The best draw is like a Spire Bluff Canal. So maybe I should just take Electromancer here. Because one of the easiest ways they could win is just sticking a creature and killing me with it and stuff, and I don't know. Could be wrong. It was hard to fully think everything through there for my brain. Okay, Scourge. I'll just cast that, I guess, probably. Because my shadow would be Shmuel. I'll just do this, because then the shadow I can just cast it for 1 mana next turn. Okay, let's see what they do. Can they kill me? Just gonna grape shot. They have a remand? That would make sense. Remand their own grape shot? Because otherwise, how would they ritual? They have another grape shot, they're just buying time, trying to hope I don't have another threat. Sure, that makes sense. That makes sense. So their hand is gifts and passing flames. I'm gonna play shadow. Okay, so let me see. So if I play shadow and I bolt myself, so I'm at 10, I'm at 7. Okay. One second, let me just try. So that if I draw like a fetch land, I could like kill them. They could also like draw a remand. I could just play a scourge and pass. Because if I go shadow, like bolt myself, it could get weird. I don't know. I'll just play scourge. I don't know if that's like a bad play or whatever. I mean, now they can like go gifts. If they drew a land, they could have cast gifts and then next turn pass in flames. But then I could have it like shadow as bolt up. I guess I didn't think through all the lines they could do. It would be kind of hard, I guess. Okay, they find the land. Not too scary. Okay, so I can just attack for 3. Play shadow. I could bolt them for like extra damage, but would I die to a dork? They would play a dork and they can't do anything, so maybe I should just bolt them. I lose a lot. So if I bolt them, they have 2 cards. I know both their cards. So they can't play a dork, right? Because they don't have 2 mana. So maybe... Do I have lethal no matter what? I guess I should bolt them and play shadow. How do I lose? So like, what if they play ritual? Maybe I shouldn't pay life. So if they play ritual, they're gonna have 6 mana, and then they can pass. Then they could pass in flames. Okay, so if they have a ritual, and they put 1 card on top, so if, they could also crack this, and then like play Baral and play ritual. Maybe I'll just play pass with shadow. I'm just trying to make sure it's still lethal. And would 1 life even matter? What's the storm count? So they go storm. It would be like quite a high storm count. I'll just pass to them. It's pretty simple. Because there's like they could draw like land Manamorpho. They could like crack this, and if they so if they go ritual here, yeah, they don't have ritual, so I guess I'll bolt them. I don't know if I like miss lethal or anything crazy. I was trying to think, but you know the brain is smooth, so you know. Okay, just swing and see if they do anything. As if they have a repeal, could have been kind of bad my play. I can actually push to deny the repeal. I don't hate that. Yeah, I could just push and Croxa. They're gonna discard gifts. They're gonna have pass in flames. Yeah, I definitely want to push the Skyclave. So I might have missed lethal because they had repeal on top. Wait, so if I team or battle rage, it's not lethal, so I'll just play Croxa, I guess. Oh, they discarded Pass in Flames? That's actually good for me, because I think I might have been dead if they drew a Ritual. Now I can just team or battle rage this. I guess I can just, I don't even need to. I could just shock. And I guess I'll go to combat. I guess there's nothing they could do, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure if I did all the lines properly. Okay, against Storm, I probably want Explosives, Kozilek's Return, Spell Bomb maybe, Croxa maybe. What do I not want? I mean, I guess maybe I don't want Culligan's Command. Maybe I don't want Dismember. It's questionable how many answers I want to empty, because Team or Battle Rage is kind of an answer to empty. questionable how many spell bombs I want. I might not want all 4. I feel like I want Knight's Whisper, probably, because it's I like that card. Yeah, it seems like a good... I want the 1-drops. I don't really want to cut Bobble. I want the Thoughtseizes. I want the Scourges. I want the Teamer Battle Rage, because it can beat empty. Maybe I don't want this many Croxas. Maybe it's like not a Croxa matchup. I definitely want all the bolts too, so I'll put all the bolts there. I don't know if I want all the pushes, but maybe I don't want the Kozilek. Maybe I'm trying to think how many spell bombs I want. I mean, the spell bomb is actually pretty good, so I want the spell bombs. I think probably I could like trim a couple of fatal pushes, maybe. I don't know if that's wrong or whatever. I could trim the bow mats, but I think I like them. Could trim 1 Croxa. Maybe I don't need the Knight's Whispers, it's kind of dirtly in the matchup. And I could trim like a Kozilek's Return. Because I already have Luris for card advantage, and I already have big creatures that they can't remove easily for card advantage. But at the same time, it might be hard to cast my Shadows. I could trim a Spell Bomb. I'm also on the draw. I don't know, I'll try this. So that means like I'm more like I need the Knight's Whisper less. And they don't really interact with me that much, so I don't need to like try and grind through interaction. I just need to like not die and kill them, I guess. This hand's pretty bad. I might mull it. I don't really need all these lands. I can't cast a Scourge. Kozilek's Return's nice, but I think I just don't need all these lands. It's the main reason I'll mull this hand. Sure, I'll keep this and bottom, I think, Kozilek's Return. Or is Explosives worse? Which one's worse? Explosives, I can buy it back, but it's like a worse answer to Electromancer. But I can also play it out preemptively and get the prowess triggers in. I guess I'll keep Explosives, but could be wrong. Especially if they play like Electromancers and stuff, I don't know. But also I can get this back with Luris too. And again, I can trigger it preemptively, which is nice. Not the best hand. Knight's Whisper would be insane here, so. But I guess I can get Luris if I don't have gas going. But yeah, this is, I have some interaction for sure, yeah. Just play Swiftspear like this, because I could just play the Swamp and pass, I guess. I could shock myself, but I don't really want to. Because of reasons? Question mark? I could have played the Explosives on 0, but no, I want to hold it as a surprise so that if they go for empty, I wanted them to try and go for empty. I could have shocked myself, but I could also have not shocked myself, so it's kind of complicated. See, if they Ritual, I'll just push in response, and if they go for empty, it's good for me. I could not push in response to try and conserve the prowess triggers, but this way I can also spend my mana to get Luris next turn anyway. And also it's just like freaky deaky if I don't get Luris, you know what I mean? I mean, it's freaky deaky if I let the Baral just get the Ritual and then they go like this, that, and the other. Because then they could just obviously have a way to kill me. So they just lost the Ritual and the Baral. That's pretty good for me, I guess. Bobble, insane draw per usual. I guess I should look at my top card in case I want to hold a removal spell up, but I just want to get Luris kind of. Their top card's in a Braid, so yeah, they're grinding. I'll get Luris back. Oh, they probably brought in a Braid for like spell bombs and stuff like this. Soul Guide Lantern. I was thinking it doesn't seem that good against me because I'm not playing Burn. I'm playing like a Shadow deck, but it can still, you know, it can hit an early Shadow Skyclave too to buy them some time, but mostly hit a spell bomb, I guess. Okay. Ooh, I draw Thoughtseize. That's actually, I'll just cast that to be honest. I lose the Scry, but this way I can protect Luris from a bolt. They go for empty. I mean, they have an empty. They don't go for it. I'll play Luris off the Shockland. And I guess I can just see what they're going to draw. They're going to draw a Sleight of Hand, sure. If they can hit an Anger of the Gods, it'll be pretty good. I could have held the Bottle to Scry, but oh, I don't know. So yeah, if they hit an anger, it's pretty good. If they hit like cantrip, grape shot is pretty good. They could kill both my creatures too. So man, yeah, if they hit a grape shot, well, they still need to hit one more storm. Okay, they bolt the Luris, so yeah, Croxa would be good here. Night Whisper would be good. Maybe I boarded out too much of this stuff, but I don't know. Okay, Spellbomb, pretty good draw. I'll just cycle it, I think, because I want to draw cards, I guess. Okay, draw Swampy. I'll just attack and pass. Because this way, if they play various permanents, I can decide what number I want to put it on. Like if they play a 2-drop, and yeah. If I could have played it for an extra damage, they could have gone to. I could have gone to 5 to. I could have gotten to 3 life this turn. I don't know. I'll just hold the fetch land in case I draw Bauble. I could scry. Okay, I drew Bomat. That's a good draw. I'll actually just play my explosives for 0 now because this way I can crack my Bomat, so it's all good. Oops, I wanted to play my lands, but it's all good. I'm not going to bolt my opponents because I want to hold it for a creature. I'm in a pretty good spot. The Bomat is a really good draw. It's really good in these type of situations, so yeah. Okay, now my opponent's probably dead. I don't know why I'm really doing this now out of any particular time. Maybe something about repeal, I don't know. See if the gifts... It might have been a mistake, maybe I should have just attacked first. I don't know. Because that way if they have like gifts, I don't know. Maybe repeal the swiftspear, so I could just bolt them again. I don't know if this is the best time to do this or whatever. Okay, I won the match. Pretty good. That was my plan going in. Was to win. Yeah, this deck's pretty fun to play. There's a lot of decisions to it, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I had 2 Croxes in. Because so I don't know exactly the best way to sideboard. I think the way I sideboarded was fine, but... Adorno 666, pretty cool name. Make sure. Okay, good, I'm sharing my screen. Yeah, I'll keep this hand. I can cast all my spells. What happened? Did I skip my turn somehow? Who won? They won the die roll. Okay, I got confused for some reason, I don't know. Okay, I'll just play swiftspear. It's my favorite card, so... I should have played Sunbaked Canyon. That was bad. That was bad. I mean, not necessarily, because I could go like thoughtseize, Shockland, play 16s. Yeah, I should have played Sunbaked Canyon. So that was just a mistake. Faux show. For sure, that was a mistake. For sure. Okay, it's like one of these Kiki Jiki troll decks. Okay, I'll just swing for 1. Okay, basic swamp, not a great draw, but it's fine. It's in my deck, so. I might get pretty punished here because I'm about to go to... Nah, whatever, it's fine. I might just get Luris next turn, but I might just thoughtseize them too. They're going to discard Sinkhole. Okay, that's pretty good, I guess. We'll see what they do. What is this? Bolt, sure. Yeah, I might just get Luris back, because I don't really want to have 2 dead mana that much. I don't feel like I need to thoughtseize them that bad. I mean, they could play like Crackling Drake, that's pretty good against me, but whatever. Okay, that's pretty good draw, I guess, kind of. I still want to get Luris back, because I kind of want to hold the Kolaghan's Command to kill a Crackling Drake if they play one. It lets me play at instant speed for later when they have Cryptic Command mana up. So I kind of want to get Luris back. Oh, I'm lagging. What's happening? Okay. So I kind of want to get Luris back so I can hold up Kolaghan's Command to cast it next turn. And so that I could... And yeah. Because I could Kolaghan's Command their upkeep, but I don't really want to get any of these cards back that bad anyway. This way I can just thoughtseize them next turn and then see what I want to do. Do-do-do, trolling. Do-do-do. Archmage's Charm draw 2. Pretty good plays. Going. What is this? Crackling Drake? Sure. I could just take a hit. I don't need to kill it right away, to be honest. I could just play Lurrus and get my swiftspear back. Skyclave's pretty decent draw. I could thoughtseize them and play Skyclave. I could play Lurrus Swiftspear, but I don't know how relevant it is to get a random Swiftspear back. Though yes, I might cast a lot of non-creature spells. I do have the Shadow in my hand. I don't really want to bolt myself. I don't mind playing Lurrus, get Swiftspear back. I don't mind that. Getting Skyclave in play is pretty nice too, but it would actually be small power and toughness right now. I could kill this, but it's not. I'll just play Lurrus and get Swiftspear, I think. Because then they kind of have to kill Swiftspear, so I mean they kind of have to kill Lurrus, so it makes it hard for them to hold Cryptic Command up. And I already get my Swiftspear back, so I get to resolve Lurrus past the counter magics. Yeah. And then I could like go like thoughtseize them, attack with a Swiftspear for a lot, and then my Scourge gets to be bigger when I play it. So yeah. And they're also pretty pressured to like try and kill my Lurrus. Let's see what's this. 4 red. Oh, they're gonna Kiki Jiki. Yeah, maybe I could have set up for this better. Now I gotta bolt their Kiki Jiki. Thoughtseize them if they deal too much. So I gotta play a pretty big shadow, but I have lifelink on the Lurrus, so I shouldn't be too scared of just dying without killing a Crackling Drake, I suppose. That was pretty good value. Luckily Lurrus has lifelink. Okay, another Thoughtseize. Just Thoughtseize them. Okay, what's their hand? So I could take Cryptic Command. They're missing 1 mana from the Snapcaster. So I could take Snapcaster, Cryptic, play Shadow, bolt the Kiki Jiki. Well, probably want to take Cryptic Command. Okay, let me just think through my whole turn before I do this. So I could take Cryptic, I also need to make sure to not die, but I guess I'm going to get Insecure Life from the Lurrus. I'm going to bolt the Kiki Jiki. So I'm just thinking if I want to play the Scourge or the Shadow. I don't want to get the Croxa back, that doesn't do anything for me. I'll have to see. So if I just need to think if I want to Thoughtseize them twice or if I want to play. Because I could also play Scourge. Because I have to think what my next turn is going to be. I guess, okay, so let me just see. So do I want to Thoughtseize them again? So let's say I do that, I kill the Shadow, their hand's going to be Flame Slash, Kiki Jiki, Spell Snare. How big? My Shadow's not going to be that big, so they could actually Flame Slash it. Just thinking, I mean, I would go to 6, I go to 12. Sorry, 1 second. My Scourge would be very, very big if I play Scourge. I do want to bolt the Kiki Jiki for sure. Okay. So I'm just taking a long time because when I do this play, I'm going to play out my entire turn. So I'm just because I could leave them with the Snapcaster Mage, and then I could play Scourge because my Scourge is going to be bigger. How big is my Shadow going to be? Actually, I guess my Shadow is going to be bigger than the Flame Slash anyway. And then I'm going to have Colligan's Command up, and I'm going to have Croxa up. I'm just thinking if I want to Thoughtseize them twice, basically. So I'm going to go to 7. Then I'm going to go 5, then I'm going to go 4. I'm going to go up. Okay, I'll take a Cryptic Command. So if I go to 4, I'm going to go to 7. And their guy's going to be big, so I'm going to be dead to like stuff, reasonable amount of stuff. I mean, what if they could just Kiki Jiki this again, actually? That's pretty bad for me. Kiki Jiki the flyer again. Oh, no, that's fine. If I had Fatal Push, this would be a bit easier to dismember. I could Thoughtseize the other Kiki Jiki, play Shadow, and then they have Snapcaster up, but then couldn't they just Snap Bolt me? Maybe I shouldn't have taken the Cryptic. I didn't think this through that much. So, let's say I go Bolt, then play Shadow, I go to 10 life. Wait a second, they can't, yeah. So I Bolt the Kiki. Well, whatever happens, I'm going to Bolt the Kiki. Well, I guess I want to think of one tap that. So if I Bolt the Kiki, I go to 10. Yeah, I can't, it's fine to leave them with the Kiki Jiki, actually. Because they can't kill me. So then the question is if I take Snapcaster. Sorry, I'm just slow like a Joe. Slow like a Joe. So if I'm just trying to think how this plays outside. So I Thoughtseize the Snapcaster. I Bolt the Kiki Jiki. I play my Death Shadow. I'm going to be at 3. So 3 plus 3, I'm going to be at 6. This is going to have 4 power. Oh yeah, I can't Thoughtseize again because then I'm going to be dead to the Kiki Jiki. That's where the tension comes up, because how much life do I need to be at? I need to, yeah, so I can't. So I could Bolt this and play my Shadow. Or even, could I play my Scourge? I'm going to go to 9. I could Bolt the Kiki Jiki. So I could Bolt the Kiki Jiki. Sorry, okay. Okay, I'm in a pretty bad spot. I need to think, how do I actually win? So if I Thoughtseize them, am I just dead? I would go to 4. I would go 3, 6, 4. No, so 6. So I go to 4 life. So I am dead if I Kiki. So I'm dead if they just cast Kiki Jiki if I would do that, because basically they have 8 power in play. So I need to stay above 8 life. I'm going to go to 10 life, so I can't Thoughtseize them is basically what I'm saying. So I basically have to Bolt the Kiki Jiki and play my Shadow and pass. But then they could just Flame Slash my Shadow, because if I'm at 10 life, that's bad. And then they could just like Snap Bolt my Luris, and then I could try to draw a push. And then they have a lot of resources still. Sorry, I'm trying to think, how can I win this game? It's not easy to win this game here. I could play Shadow. Oh my god. Okay. I've been tanking on this turn for 6 minutes. Okay, not the most entertaining stream here. Sorry. This is just, I don't know why I'm taking so long in this game. I think it's really going to be really hard to win. I guess I basically have to Bolt this, play my Shadow, and pass. I'm just trying to confirm that, because my brain is slow. And then they can just go. So what if I Thoughtseize this? Yeah, I can't cast Thoughtseize. I'm just trying to confirm that. It's taking me a long time for some reason to realize I can't cast the Thoughtseize. Because if I cast, well, so if I take Kiki Jiki, I go to, then they could just Snap Bolt me, right? That's the problem, because I would go to 5, 4, 7. Yeah, so I have to Bolt the Kiki and just play Shadow, which is like not a good play, I'm pretty sure, because it's just like not that good. This way I go to 10, so that way I don't die to Snap Bolt. Wait, could I have taken 1 damage? Oh, I should have played the Scourge. This was horrible. Wait, was it horrible? Yeah, I made a huge... Oh my god, how did I mess that up? Okay. Because basically I could have played the Scourge, gone to 9. Yeah, this was horrible. Oh my god. Oh my god, this was bad on so many levels, actually. So many levels this was bad on. It's all fine. I don't think I had a lot of chance to win, but... Yeah, I should have played the Scourge here, obviously. It would have been way better based on the principles of good plays. We're gonna target Bolt, sure. Yeah, I should have played the Scourge here. I don't know why I didn't play the Scourge. That was bad. I don't know how I tanked so long and then just made a made a bad play, but yeah, it's all good. Okay, looks like I was dead anyway, no matter what. Yeah, okay. But yeah, that was horrible. I should have played the Scourge, of course. Then I could have actually had outs to win. Okay. What do I want in this matchup? Not too much, really. Might want the Colligan's Command. Might want the Croxa. Blood Moon might be good. They're not playing any islands. Yeah, maybe. They have like 3 islands in that deck. The problem is like, what do I cut? Is it a good? I could see Blood Moon being good. I'm just thinking, is it like, because Luris is really good too, and this is already a good matchup in a way, so I don't know if I need to make a high variance. Yeah, well, if it's not 4, probably don't. I'm just thinking like these are the. I could see Blood Moon. These are the main cards I'm thinking, but I'm thinking what do I want to cut? Because every card in my deck's like pretty good. I don't really want to cut 1-drops. Like maybe I can cut Team or Battle Rage, even though it seems kind of good in the matchup. But I guess if I would, this card seems kind of good in the matchup, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just cut it. I could see Blood Moons, but I feel like if things go normally, this matchup's like pretty good. So I don't know if I want to side in Blood Moons and then get blown out if it's like awkward. But maybe I should side it in. I could also trim the Night's Whisper maybe, but I don't know. I could see siding in Blood Moon. Like it might be bad to not side it in. It's not like an overkill, but I feel like it could be like a way to lose if it's just awkward and I like sided in the whole card and I don't have access to my Luris. But I could see being correct to side in the Blood Moon. I'm not sure. Mostly I didn't know what to cut. But yeah, it's a good point that it's not your typical blue moon deck. Now I have to be how aggressive do I want to be with my life. So I go to 4. So if I fetch shock twice, I would go to 14, 12, 10. I mean, I have Shadow in my hand. I'll just get a Blood Crypt. And I'll play Bomad, I think, so I can get it going, and then I can Whisper, and then I can save the thought. Yeah, I think that's how I want to do my curve, I think. Just get the Bomad going so they're kind of threatened by it. I don't know. And then save my thoughtseize after I Night's Whisper, because then I have more information about what my hand is, so what I will have trouble beating. I could also just jam the Shadow this turn, but I don't really love it. So I could just play Night's Whisper. How low is my life going to be? So I just did the math. So I would go to 14. Then I would go, so it would only be a 3/3. So I think I do want to just cast the Night's Whisper and then keep the Mountain in hand, even though it takes some pain to do this. I can see what's under my Bomad here, which could be useful quickly. I mean, yeah, I feel like it's wrong to not side in Blood Moon, but I'm being kind of lazy, to be honest. So what do I have under the Bomad? I have 1 Bloodstained Mire, and I think 1 Verdant Catacomb, so I think I have 2 lands under it, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, I have a Verdant in my graveyard, so I guess I didn't do my due diligence to check there. Okay, pass. Next turn I can go swiftspear, thoughtseize, Death Shadow. It's not too bad. Okay, we get them to get a bolt out of the way, which is good because so they don't go to my face, which would be a place they could, that's a place you can point your cards. I'm gonna play swiftspear, Shadow. I guess I'll just start with a swiftspear and see what happens. So should I just play another swiftspear? So if my Shadow, I go to 11 and then I go to 9, so it would be a 4/4 Shadow. I just hold my thoughtseize for next turn. Then they get to, yeah, I don't hate that. Now I just got to play all my swiftspears, get all the value out of the swiftspears. I would just play my Shadow now though, so that if they remand, I can replay my Shadow. I don't know if they play remand. And then next turn I can go thoughtseize, get all the value out of my swiftspears. So they, yeah, I'll just do this. I don't know. Could be wrong. But because this way I can go thoughtseize Luris next turn. And then I get like 3 more damage with my swiftspears because I get 1 damage now, and then I get the extra prowess, so I guess I get like 2 more damage in. I don't know. I guess if they have like engineered explosives, this was really bad, kind of. So maybe I should have thought about engineered explosives. Oh, hey, the control freak. Yeah, I didn't really think about engineered explosives that much, but I don't think they played that much, to be honest. Okay, now let's just thoughtseize them. See what happens. If they have Archmage's Charm, at least it doesn't kill my shadow, so... I mean, they can't steal my shadow, it would just die. So... And then I have all these swiftspears. Yeah, so it just dies, basically. That's fine. So they have Valakut Awakening and Remand, so... I could just take Valakut Awakening, but... Actually, I could just take Remands. Actually, yeah, I'll just take Remand, cast Luris. It takes them, like, infinite mana to cast Awakening. I'm gonna go to 7, though. Because I kind of need land drop, so it's not like free to cycle the Awakening. I'm just trying to think so I don't get burned out. So if I take the Awakening, but then they're gonna remand my Luris. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just thinking about getting burned out, but I guess actually I can just, yeah. They would need like 3 burn spells, so I'll just take the remand. That way I can get a huge board advantage going, kind of. I played my land good. Swing. I could have been correct to sequence differently, but choices kind of made sense to me. I kind of wanted to make sure that my swiftspears like get some damage in with them, kind of. That was my logic. Okay. I think I'll play Luris and try and get back Shadow. I don't really want a Night's Whisper because then they could like burn me out. Let me see. So 6. I mean that way if I drew a bolt I could have lethal, but I think I'll just play Luris. And if they Cryptic Command, then I'll play Night's Whisper. That's kind of my plan right now. Okay, I'll get Death Shadow back. I could get Bomat back, but Death Shadow seems better. I probably should have played my Sunbaked Canyon before I played this, but I guess it doesn't really matter probably. Okay, they're gonna do this now, sure. Okay, they put all 3 cards, so they're gonna draw 3 cards. Sure, makes sense. I guess I'm not that likely to get killed by getting burned out here, so I'm in a pretty good spot, but because the reason I did that is because if I take the Valakut Awakening, then they can remand my Luris, so then they have like a lot of time to kind of like play expensive spells, and I just have, so that's kind of why I took the remand. I'm in a pretty good spot here. Let's see what they can do. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I'm watching out for double bolt for sure. So I'm just keeping chill with somebody. So they actually do have explosives. I could have got punished earlier for that, so that's good to know. If they also have removal for my Luris, that could be pretty good for them for sure. I guess it makes a lot of sense to play explosives because this black red deck's pretty popular. So I probably should have been aware of that earlier. Do they have another land? They already played their land this turn, so this is actually pretty good for me. I think they're dead. I guess we'll see what they do. They're gonna bolt the Luris. Unless they have like Seeming Spirit Guide. I guess I'll start with Bauble. Look at the top card of their deck. I don't know why I'm doing this. I guess I'll start with Night's Whisper. I don't know if this is wrong. I guess if they have Flusterstorm, I might get punished, so maybe this was wrong. Also, Blood Moon's probably good, but I don't know why. I just being cheesy, I don't know. Okay, I guess they could have Seeming Spirit Guide, but I still do a Skyclave, which is pretty good. Yeah, I got a bit pinched on the mana. I could definitely see Blood Moon being good, but it's definitely a lot worse on the draw, especially when they have remands, because it's very slow against remand, obviously. I mean, Crocs is pretty bad against remand too, but I think it seemed like pretty good against their deck in general. It could be, I mean, this sideboarding seems pretty good to me in general, like, ooh, lots of interesting people in the chat for sure. Yeah, I could definitely see the Blood Moons, but it definitely would be better on the play. Because it's like, it can be so good, but it can also cause you to lose in weird ways, like be awkward against remand, not having Luris can be awkward. They could randomly draw islands, they could like get out ahead of you. But it is such a good card against them for sure. So I'm probably being very conservative by not signing it in. I think this is fine. Like I could see Temur Battle Rage, but I don't know. All my other cards are going to be like pretty decent anyway if I have a big creature in play. So yeah. Yeah, I'll keep this hand. It's pretty good. Like I can cast all my spells, so it's fine. Just need to do the balance to make sure I don't get killed with my own shadow. Okay, turn 1 Cascade Bluffs. I could just... Yeah, I'll just play the Shockland. I don't know if there's like reasons for doing better plays or whatever, but I don't know. I mean, this way, like maybe I could save this for I don't know, like there's like it's like subtle reasons, but I feel like it's pretty free to delay the decision on the fetch land. But there's definitely subtle reasons to do one or the other. Okay, a couple bolts coming in. I could bolt myself, but I don't love it. I guess I'll just start by attacking them. I think I'll probably just play Crocs off a Shockland. And then I could get like Luris back next turn. Okay, so I have a Blood Crypt under the Bomat, and I have a... no, it's not the mountain. 1 second. How many Culligan's commands I'm playing? I'm just playing 2, I think. Sorry, 1 second. I'm not sure what's under here. Looks like a one of, because... Hold up. It's not Crocs, it's not K command. It's not Push. It's not Dismember. It's not a Shadow. No, because I have the mountain here. It's not a Night's Whisper. It's not a... I don't know. I'm kind of confused. Like, is it a land? Because I'm playing like... These are all the fetch lands. Oh, it's a bauble. Sorry, I didn't see the bauble. Okay. You needed to know these subtle things. Yeah, I'll just play the Croxy here. I don't really want to bolt myself because they could just bolt my shadow. They could just charm my shadow, and the bolts are actually pretty good in the matchup because they can kill their creatures and stuff. So yeah, I'll just play Crocs. Yeah, Spell Snare. That's just great for me. That's just card advantage for me, basically. And I can just get Luris back next turn. So I already have a plan how to use my mana next turn. So you know, it's fine. I mean, I did use my fetch land. I guess it's kind of bad if they play like Deceiver Exarch. I can't push it as easily. Okay, do we Sunbake Canyon? I guess I can just... Okay, I think I'm just gonna go play Sunbake Canyon, go to attack. And if they flash in Deceiver... It is kind of awkward that I cracked the Delta. The reason I did that so that I could like get the shadow out earlier, but it's actually like a little bit awkward here. This way, if they flash in Deceiver, I could sack the Sunbake and push it, but then they could have Force of Negation. But am I happy with these exchanges? What's my other play? My other play is I could just get Luris back and not attack, but that was kind of weird. I like attacking, so... I could sack the Sunbake, push that. I don't hate it, to be honest, even though it's like kind of bad. It's like blown out by Force of Negation. I'm just trying to think a little bit, because I don't really want to sack the Sunbake Canyon, to be completely honest. I'm just trying to, so, I mean, I could just get Luris back and pass, but it just like feels, I don't know if not attacking is like kind of a spew. That's what I have in my mind. It's like not attacking a spew. Like how it's probably fine to not attack, to be honest. So I could play Sunbait Canyon, get Luris, and pass, and then next turn I can be ready to attack and have Luris in hand. Yeah, I think I'll just get Luris back. This might be a spew. Also, maybe I should have got the swamp and not paid a life, in case like it comes down to that kind of stuff. Because the part of the problem is if they play Deceiver, it's like so mana inefficient in a way. Even if they had the fetch land, it would be like pretty mana inefficient to spend my whole turn pushing a Deceiver. I mean, I guess they spent their whole turn casting Deceiver in a way too, but I don't know. Because I feel like getting one attack in's like not that meaningful because my Bomat's pretty likely to like die anyway, or I don't know. So they go Snapcaster Opt. Sure, they develop pretty nicely. They got a Snap in play. That's pretty good. I can trade with my Bomat. Now I have to be aware of cryptic commands and so on, stuff like this of this nature. I also have to be aware of dying, death, things of that nature. They're gonna attack. Actually, I'll take it the first hit. I'll take the first hit. I could block, but this way I can like play my shadow more easily. Yeah, this way I can just play out my shadow here and pass with 3 mana up. I could go to attack first and see what happens. I could play a fetch land and go to attack. I don't hate that. I could just play shadow and pass. It would be like, there are reasons that's bad. Like I could crack the fetch first, but I kind of want to save it for revolt if possible. It would be a 1/1, so I can just play this and pass. What would make this awkward? That'd be awkward, but I don't. Yeah, I'll just play this and pass. I also don't want to shock myself too much, because I might just take 2 from the Snapcaster anyway. There's definitely awkward things about this, but it's like if I untap with a shadow, but it's like fine, I can just be conservative. Target player draws 2 cards. I just fetch shock in response. But actually, it's fine because if they try and bolt my Death Shadow, I can bolt myself in response. So that's actually a pretty good sequence to set up. Try and bait them when I crack the bauble, and then I just bolt myself, because then I get them to use their bolts on my shadows. I actually kind of like that, yeah. So, yeah. This way I'll just pass and see what happens. And this way I could also like push a Crackling Drake if they play that, too. Have the revolts. I mean, I have the Sunbait Canyon, but I don't really want to crack it because it costs basically 2 mana to crack it. Okay, they're gonna attack with the snap. Actually, I guess I can block with my Death Shadow. Yeah, no, what I meant is, so when I go to crack the fetch land, they can respond. One second, I'll show what I mean. Yeah, I'm gonna block. What I mean is, so when I go to fetch, then they can be like, okay, in response, I'm gonna bolt your shadow, right? But then, okay, they're just gonna let this fly? Should I shock myself, or should I tap the canyon? Yeah, but like this way I could like get them to use the bolt is what I mean. Because I actually would want them to fire the bolt at my shadow. So I could go to, I could make this, I guess I'll just make it a 4/4. I'm thinking because I could get the swamp and tap the Sunbaked, but this way I go to 9. Let me think. Because this way I go to 9. If I'm at 10. Whatever, I'll just do this. I could see doing the other way, but it's kind of complicated. This is like a pretty simple maneuver. If they have triple bolts, I could die, so maybe I should have just gone to 10 life, to be honest. But then I only have 1 lightning bolt up, so they could have like remand my lightning bolt and like bolt my shadow. I don't know. Then I enter like some complicated territory. They could like explosives for 1 here. It would be pretty good, but I still have Crocs in the graveyard. Unless they tried to like... So I still have gas coming. Looks like an explosive. Sure. I guess I'll start by just going to combat and attacking. Wait a second. The way they tap their mana, they can't cast Gaggle buffs. They have to tap differently. Or what are they doing? They're making a lot of mana. Making a lot of mana. What's this? It's interesting. Okay. That is really good for me. Really, really, really good for me. That they're doing that. What I was scared of is that they were going to have remand for my play, explosives my board, and then they would untap with like a bunch of mana. And then they kind of be chilling, you know, whatever. So if I just bolt them twice, they go to 11. Oops. So if I bolt them twice and escape Croc, so I would be at 8. Because bolting myself is, I only have one attack with Shadow, but I'm thinking if I even want to bolt them twice. I mean, I guess I can, whatever. I'll just bolt them twice. Could be wrong, but sometimes you got to make bad plays to be cool. You know what I mean? I don't know about this play. Okay, I drew a Shockland, but I can't do the cool guy stuff, I think, right? So they're at 11 life. I guess I could, if I fetch, I can see what's under my Bomat, and if I have like Thoughtseize under there, I could try and lethal them. I could also just play Luris and Croxa, but I'd probably rather escape Croxa. Oh wait, if I crack the Bomat... No, but I lose 1 damage that way. Okay, 1 second, let me do some quick math. I should have obviously thought more about the double bolt, but it was getting kind of tiring. So if I... By the way, if anybody was paying attention earlier, did I have a Blood Crypt under here? I can't forget. I guess I should have checked when I was fetching. I feel like it's my last one. Okay, so if I fetch, I go to 7, I go to 6. I guess I should just quickly do how low does my life need to go. So they're at 11 life, so I need to go down to like 2 life to do this. I could also attack. Okay, don't. Thanks. I could also, what I could do is like I could attack and then fetch, so I have one more way to, but then I can't draw a Thoughtseize. So if I draw a Thoughtseize, is it legal? I mean lethal. So if I crack a fetch, because I could, sorry, it's kind of, I need to think this through a little bit. So if I crack the fetch, I gotta see what's under my Bomat. I mean, this way it just does it. I'm just trying to see if it makes Thoughtseize lethal. So this is gonna be 6. Then it's gonna be 7. I would need like 2 Thoughtseizes, but I only have 2 bolts anyway. Because what I could do is I could attack and then I could check mid combat, and then if I have a bolt under the Bomat, whatever, I'm just gonna. Yeah, okay, I'll just do this. I'll just fetch, and now I'll see what's under the Bomat. Okay, don't have Thoughtseize. I don't have Bolt. I have like a push. I don't have. Sorry, I'm trying to see real quick. So I have a Bauble, a Blood Crypt, and something else. Whatever. I'll just get the Croxa back, I guess. I could die to like double bolts maybe. I don't know what I'm doing really at this point. Just keeping it real, you know. Double bolting that might have been a spew, to be honest. I don't know what that was all about, to be honest. Maybe there was some logic to it. I don't know. I can't really speak about that too much. Okay. I'm not gonna crack the... I mean, I'm not gonna tap the Canyon because of reasons. Because I don't want to die to double bolts. Okay. I'm in a decent spot here because they have like 2 of their mana tied up. This deck's definitely hard to play, like I've been saying. Like, you have to manage a lot of small details. The second bolt might have been spewy on them for sure. Yeah, I was thinking of that. The reason I did it first is because if I have Thoughtseizes under, then I could like Thoughtseize them, and maybe like if I have swiftspear Thoughtseize, it's lethal, for example. Like that's the reason you'd want to check main phase. Because I think I needed because I could kill them with swiftspear Thoughtseize, and I only have 2 bolts in my deck, and I think I needed like double bolt anyway to win. Not sure. Okay, so I could just go to combat and attack here, and then they'll like bounce my Croxa, and then I can play Luris, play Shadow. I could have played Luris pre-combat, but then they could like counterbounce, and I guess that's probably bad for me? Question mark. If they go Deceiver Exarch, tap my guy. Okay, they're gonna double bolt it. That's probably pretty good for me. I can't. I could escape actually. I could, but I think I'd rather just play Luris, because then if they remand, it's better. I'll play Shadow. I did that to try and play around Remand, but I didn't check. If they had two Cascade bluffs, they couldn't play Remand anyway. Okay, they're going to Valakut's Awakening. I like that spell. I think that spell's really good. They draw 3 cards, so that means their hand was bad. I guess that's good. Hopefully, I guess they can't triple bolt me, so that's good. We have a Luris in play. We have a Croxa coming back. We have a lot of good stuff going on for sure. We're in a pretty decent spot for sure. Double bolting the Croxa gave us a lot of resources. I guess the double bolting then was, I don't know if that was kind of, I was like mana efficiency. I don't know. I mean, the first bolt was because I wanted to escape the Croxa, so there was logic for the first bolt. The second bolt, I don't know. I was kind of like, well, once you're in, you're in. You know what I mean? Okay, I'll just crack this now to keep it cool. Keep it cool, like a tool. Wait, so I have lethal if I thoughtseize them. I guess I can go to combat. And if the Luris connects, it's lethal. So I guess I should do that, because I can thoughtseize any spell they have. And then play Croxa from the graveyard. I don't know if there's a reason to do it pre-combat, but you never know. This means they're dead, I think. How does this work? Or is it a... Yeah, I think they're dead. I hope they're dead. I know my cards work. 2.5 minutes. Pretty shameful. Pretty shameful. GG's. I definitely misplayed the first game, but like it wouldn't have mattered. Because they would have had the bolt, but like maybe I missequenced earlier. What time is it? 6:30? Okay. I'm getting kind of hungry, but... Drink some water. Because I'm thinking too much about weird meme stuff. Wow, it's been 58 minutes? Yeah. Usually when I play this deck, the leagues are very fast. But I took a long time that game to try and explain all decisions. 6:30? Okay. Gotta try to play a bit faster so that I can go to sleep soon. Maybe, I don't know, I'll probably try and finish this league, but if I start getting really tired, I might stop in around 4, I'll see. But I'll probably finish this. Okay, by the way, I could definitely see signing in Blood Moon. I just didn't want to do it because I don't know. I mean, I explained the reasons. Like it can kind of be bad in some weird ways, but maybe I should just sign it in. I was giving kind of weird logic. I'm like, what if they already have creatures out? What if they draw their islands? You know, what if they have remand and it's bad? What if I need Luris and it's good? And I don't know what to side out because all my cards in my deck are pretty good, kind of, sort of. So I don't know. Oh, okay. Scrug 092. This hand's pretty bad, but I kind of want to keep it because it's a cool guy hand. Like, it is 1-drop into Scourge and I'm on the draw. This hand's pretty bad, like... No Scourge? What do you mean by no Scourge? I just think if I should... I gotta keep this hand, but let me just... Yeah, I'll keep this hand. I don't know if it's a keep or not. This deck's pretty hard to mulligan with. Like, one land's pretty loose, so I don't know, but... Yeah. Arid Mesa Steam Vents. Is this like blue-red prowess? Sure. Okay, that's a pretty good draw off the top. So I could push this. I kind of want to do that. I'm not sure if that's the best play. I could also play a Preacher. I guess I shouldn't have Shockwave, so I kind of want to push this because I don't want to take damage. So I'll push it. I was just thinking like if I wanted to play Scourge next turn, but I guess I don't really need to rush the Scourge. If I can slow the game down, I should have a resource advantage because Scourge is a card they can't really deal with. Okay, they have a swiftspear, another swiftspear. So I'm just gonna play swiftspear Dismember, I think, because it deals the most damage to them, and they also can't lava dart it. Mostly because it deals the most damage to them. So I'm gonna fetch a swamp, I think. Play swiftspear and Dismember. This. I could also play Bowmat, but I don't. Yeah, I don't want that to light up the stage and this and that and the other. Now I can play a giant Scourge, which is pretty good. So yeah, need to make sure to not get burned out in the meantime too badly. So they're gonna bolt that. That's good for me. Trade resources, yada yada. I could bolt them and play Scourge, but I feel like it's better to do this because this way I have bolt for one of their creatures. If they have double bolt for my Scourge, then it's like fine. They need land double bolt, and then I can like get Luris back. So I don't know. It just feels like this is better play than bolting them. It feels like if I bolt them, it could go wrong because then I lose my bolt and I have these Bowmats. It's kind of weird. And they can't even double bolt my Scourge easily because they need exactly basic Mountain too. Anyway. Okay, I'll just attack with both my creatures and play another Scourge. Is it lethal if I bolt? I guess I should have checked if I played Bowmat. So if I bolted them, they go to 11. This becomes a 9/9. So I actually had lethal here. Missed lethal alert? Did I just miss lethal if I played Bowmat? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just missed lethal, so, you know, it's all good. Classic miss lethal. Yeah, I missed lethal here. I mean, yeah. So this was bad, based on the principles of good plays, but, that's how it goes sometimes. Yeah, I should have paused to think for a second there, because, yeah, bolt them is +6. Bowmat. Obviously, they could bolt one of my Bowmats, but I don't know. Okay, against Prowess deck, that might have Bedlams. When I was playing that deck, I put Seasoned Pyromancer in it. The scariest card is probably Stormwing Entity. Kind of hard to sideboard in this matchup because there's a lot of different cards with different ideas about what's good. It's hard for explosives to be too bad. I could just play it on turn 1, keep it cool. Okay, I'll side out Night's Whisper. Yeah, that's definitely not good. I could just have K commands in. They'll find a use. I don't think I want Kozilek's Return. Oh, they have Sprite Dragon in their deck too sometimes. Yeah. I like the thoughtseize because I could actually answer cards with it. I don't really like Bowmat, but whatever. Croxy could be good because the games could get grindy. I could even have a second. I think I want Teamer Battle Rage because they don't have like removal and then I can race them with it. I think this is fine. Whatever, I'll try this. I could see more Croxos. I could see Kozilek's Return, but it's like pretty clunky and stuff. Explosive is kind of clunky too, but I think it's like fine. Like I kind of want to slow the game down a little bit. Yeah, this hand is pretty great. So it has a lot of good stuff going on. It's just a really good hand. So yeah. Basically I have Shadow plus Battle Rage. So that's a good combo. So I'll just pass. Play a fetch land pass. Because basically it's hard for them to race Shadow Battle Rage. I could play Sunbaked. I didn't think about it that much, but I don't know. Okay. They're gonna light up the stage if I had to guess. Yep. 2 lands, not great for them. So if I shock myself, I go to a 15. So I go to 15 to 12 to 9. Oh, why not? Why shouldn't I? So let me see. So if I go to 15 to 12 to 9, I have a 4/4 shadow. They could flame slash it, but then that's cool, I guess, based on the principles of cool. I don't know if this is too crazy. Well, you gotta make some entertaining plays sometimes to entertain the trolls. So I can just play shadow and pass. I mean, maybe there was better plays. There probably was a better play. This probably was a bad play. Okay, they're bolting me. I don't like that. If they triple bolt me, it's pretty scary. If you know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about scary plays. Okay, they're gonna scry to. I mean, I would have to expose myself to lightning bolts. Okay, they put 2 cards on top. I could just dismember this now. And then I can deal 18 damage to them. I could go for lethal, but then I would die to a bolt. Like, did I play bad this game? Probably, to be honest. So, you know, keep it real, keep it going. Okay, I'll just do this. I mean, I can just see what I draw next turn. I go for lethal and die to. I guess I can't. If they don't have bolt, it's gonna be pretty hard for me to die anyway. So I guess I will play around bolt and play scourge and pass. I could also no, I can't. Yeah, I'll just play scourge and pass. Oh! I should do this post combat. The reason to do this is if they don't have bolt, I think it's pretty hard for me to die. So that's why I'm gonna do this, even though I could go for lethal because yeah, they could have like 2 non-bolt burn spells, but they shouldn't. They probably don't play too many non-bolts. Also, like I might have misplayed by being so aggressive with the shadow, to be honest. So I don't know. I can't really explain the plays. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just gotta get risky for no reason. You know what I mean? That's just how it goes. They could have a Bedlam Reveler, but that's fine. Like I could have gone for a lethal maybe. Okay. Well, if I went for lethal, I would have had it. So clearly I made the wrong play for sure. Now I gave them 3 looks at a bolt, so it's bad. Okay, they go for Soul Scar, so that's good. Okay, get a win, so that's clutch. Play badly, still win. I don't even know if I played bad, but you know what I mean. I'm just trolling the trolls, you know. That's how it goes. Yeah, it's pretty hard to play, so you know what I mean. That's just how it goes. You got hard decisions, and sometimes you gotta, sometimes you make them poorly, and you gotta pray. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Hey, okay. Luckily we won, so that's good. Oh, I'll be back. I'm just gonna use the bathroom. I'll be back in a second. 24 viewers. Back up to the earlier stream. That was a pretty fast game. As you can see, my mental state is deteriorating. Oh, but it's always tricky. I mean, it's not like I had great options. And if I don't play Shadow, it's weird. If I do play Shadow, it's cool. So, you know. But yeah, I could have been wrong to play Shadow. It's really hard to play against Burn with Exotage. I could have, like, Colligans commanded them to shock them so that I could play my Scourges out. That could have been, like, a better play and just hold my Shadow. Did I have 2 Scourges? And I could, like, fetch 3 basics? And then, like, I don't know. That could have been a better play. Yeah, that could have been a better play, for sure. Okay. Southern Sliver, and they have a Sliver profile picture. Interesting combo. Yes, I will keep. See, that's the combo. So if you bolt their face, you might be scared that you're losing a card, but if you have Night's Whisper, you just get the... If you just have the Night's Whisper, you can just fuel up. So that's kind of a combo I was thinking about when I was building this deck. You can see there's a lot of subtle combos that fine deck builders can appreciate. It's actually a very good hand because it has a high turn-3 kill potential. Like, if I could sign up to always keep this hand, I would. I mean, it's not insane, but it's very good, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. So, okay, we are playing against Slivers. Like I said, you know, just to pat myself on the back, I did suspect my opponent could be playing Slivers. So, you know, I did see this coming. So, yeah. I'm going to actually still bolt them, I think, because I want to cast my Scourge. I could bolt this, but I don't know. I don't know. What removal does Slivers have, dude? Chill. I want to play my Scourge. It's gonna be big. Because I could, like, bolt this and Night's Whisper down. I can also just not bolt anything and see, I'm not respecting the Sliver, so I don't want to hurt my opponent's feelings because they just played a Sliver and I didn't even bolt it. I bolted their face. It's kind of disrespectful. Because, I don't know, but I feel like if I play this, like, what are they going to do? Like, they're playing Slivers, you know what I mean? So I kind of want to get it down. I feel like it's the best move, but I don't know if it's the most deterministic. Is that, yeah, that's the word I'm allowed to say, deterministic. No, not deterministic, optimal. So, yeah, okay. So, I got a lot of moves I could do. So, can I kill my opponent? I think I can kill so, they go to 14. Oh, but my guy's... my guy can't get bigger than a 6/6. So if I was at 12 life, I have lethal, but since I'm not at 12 life, I don't have lethal. So I could just attack and pass. I could even Night's Whisper. I guess I'll just attack. Start by attacking. And see what they do. They could have, like, Force of Virtue, something cool. Some cool guy stuff like that. Okay, are they gonna go for the double block? Okay. I could bolt them and epos their creatures. Kind of like bolting them. Right? So if I bolt them, it becomes a 6/6, and that's bigger than their creatures. Then they could have, like, what's that card called? I'm getting kind of punished for not Night's Whispering pre-combat, because then I wouldn't have to shock myself, but maybe I want to do that anyway. If they have Force of Virtue, I can still Fatal Push one of these creatures anyway. Load it up. So relaxed, loading it up. And yeah, now we can have a pretty good chance to go for lethal here. And we just ate 2 of their creatures, we load it up. It's a good spot. Okay, Black Sliver. Could this be Achilles Sliver? Whenever Sliver you control attacks, defending player loses 1 life. And the Gale Rider. Okay. If I go for Teamer Battle Rage, is it lethal? I guess I could play Bowmat, attack. Never sliver he controls. I think it's lethal. 6 plus million plus 4. It depends if they block, I guess. So I'll just do this, see how they block. But they're probably not going to chump block. I mean, I guess if they chump block, it's good for me. Okay, I can just TBR this. Give it triple strike. It's only going to get pumped by 2, but that's 14 already. So we're playing a sliver deck, so explosives, I like it. Cosmic's Return, I like it. Blood Moon's obviously like good, but it's similar to humans where they have like blood, where they have vials. Like you can see, I'm not a good Blood Moon player because I never want to side it in. I'm also not a good Collected Company player. I was testing Junk, Sacrifice, and in Historic, and I never wanted to cast Collected Company because I was like, what if I miss? So I wanted to cast every other spell first. So same thing with Blood Moon, I guess. I'm not good at casting these spells, I guess. Okay, so against Slivers, it's not really a Bomat matchup, probably. It's kind of small, and obviously I can turn on my Scourge, but I'm even on the draw. It might not be a Night's Whisper matchup. Might not. I probably want Teamer Battle Rage. I'm not sure how many Crocs is. It's not really a great Croxa matchup, but she can be good in any grindy matchup or day. Okay. Okay, so I probably still want swiftspear so that I can turn on my Scourge somewhat, and it's like can be a good blocker. I could have Blood Moons, but I want to draw, so it's like even slower. And they could get under me, and they could have Acer Vials. I mean, I have a lot of ways to blow up Acer Vials, but you know, keep it real, you know, what you gotta do. I could have the Cruxes in. It's because it's not that bad in like a grindy game. I have the thoughtseizes in. I'm not sure if it's better than Night's Whisper. Night's Whisper is pretty dirtly. But also part of the reason to have Night's Whisper is that it's good with Croxa and it's good with Blood Moon in particular. Like, it has synergy with these cards. Like, it's like when you look at this card, you want to be what it's doing well. Like, part of the reason I have it is because when I have Blood Moon, I really want to draw Blood Moon. So that's why I have Night's Whisper. Like, I wanted more copies of Blood Moons basically, and I wanted to hit my land drops for Blood Moon. So like that's part of the reason I play Whisper. And also when I don't have Lurrus in my deck, I wanted more ways to draw cards. And I also want it for Croxa, so I can hit my land drops when I have Croxa. So when I don't have these cards, this card's worse. Like it's part of the reason it's in the deck is because of Croxa and whatever. I mean, Croxa's just good. If I have a million removal spells, my plan's like controlling the game. Let's just have the Croxas in whatever. It's like pretty good in this kind of business. So yeah, just try this. I could have had like one Night's Whisper. Okay, I like this hand. It's pretty good. If they attack me, I can play Shadows. I have lands, I have spells to cast, like it's pretty good, it's fine, it's cool. I'll keep it. Sliver Hive pass, okay, cool. Cool. Okay. I will scry myself, I guess, looking for like cool guy spells. I see a Death Shadow. Do I want a Death Shadow? I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I don't really want to bolt myself. And they already have 2 shadows, and I'm pretty far from casting them. Even though it's like a pretty good spell, so it might be wrong. They could also have weird stuff like Blast Zone or something that could randomly blow me out, so I don't know. I might just run back, bolt them again, but I might take a more controlling posture this time. I could bolt them again. Oh, Chalice for 1. Oh, that is really good against me. Well, I still have 2 spells I can cast. I can cast Scourge and I can cast Lurrus, so, you know, we can all relax with the knowledge of that. So, if I fetch, I can protect my Scourge from a Dismember. Yeah, that's another spell I can cast. I'll do this, so this way I can protect my Scourge from a Dismember, Oh, yeah, I can just... because if I just play the Shockland, I could, like, save life, but then they could Dismember my Scourge, so I don't know. I feel like Dismember is probably one of the more likely ways they have to kill my Scourge right now. Cosmic's Return was obviously a sick draw. Like, any spell I can cast is pretty sick. I mean, Explosives would be sick, Cake Command would be sick. More Scourges would be sick, but 1-drops and lands aren't that useful, so... Oh my god, is this the Flippy Coin Sliver? That's sick. Okay, there it is. That's a 1-drop, so... I could just attack. There's Flip a Coin. If you win the flip... Okay, I'll just attack. Let's see what they do. And get Luris, I think. Because I could cast Kozilek's Return, but I don't know. Okay, they're actually going to go for the RNG play here. I could have shocked myself if they have like Force of Vigor. Let's see, dude. My opponent has a bold strategy. So let's see how it goes. I think I want to get Luris, but I'm not sure. I mean, it makes sense because it's keeping. This would become a 6/6, so it makes sense. So let's see. There's a 50% chance it lives, 50% chance it dies. Ooh, did it live? Oh my god. Wait. If this permanent's on. Okay, so they flip a coin when they exile it. Sure. Okay, if they play 2 lords, they could get around my. Okay, that's not a lord. Good. All slivers have sacrificed this permanent. Oh, so they gotta just kill my Scourge like that. But I do have the Luris still, so that's pretty good, I guess. Now I see, especially now it makes 100% sense why they would obviously want to block. Okay, they're gonna swing, get some damage in. Sure. Cool. Okay, I play Lurising at the bobble. Obviously, then I can like K-return my own Luris, but I kind of like that play. Kind of just want to play Luris. Could be better to play the Kozilek's Return, but it's pretty awkward because every creature has a 50% chance to live. So it's like kind of like, I don't know. I guess I could have drawn Dismember and cast it, so maybe I should have would have been technically correct to scry on my turn. No, it's Cloud Thresher Sliver. Okay. If they have a Lord. Oh, that card is good. Kozilek's Return is going to be really good here, though, but it's. I guess it might not be. Okay, I actually do want to land here so that I can cast Scourge and Kozilek's Return. What did I draw? Does this have Unearth? A Temur Battle Rage. I think I need to fetch that away. Well, let me. Yeah. I think it's pretty important that I cast the Scourge here. Scourge. Okay, I can cast the Scourge, so that's good news. And then I can Kozilek's Return in their combat step. Should I have? Well, if I get a Temur Battle Rage, I had a chance to not cast this, so I don't know. Obviously, Temur Battle Rage is one of my better cards, but I need to land 2. Okay, thoughtseize, I can shuffle that away. I remember this from Limited, like that the ability was pretty minor, but obviously the ability is much more impactful when your whole deck is actually slivers. So it's actually pretty strong here. Because they can just buy back everything and all this and the other. Oh, they gotta just unearth this now? Oh, that is really good against me. But I probably have to wait till combat anyway, so I don't just die. Okay. Do these have first strike? If only one of these had first strike, I could have waited for first strike damage. I mean, I'm just a really bad spot here, but maybe I can win. Okay, they start by flipping the coins. They lose a flip. The Mutavault's down. That's good. I got the Mutavault for free, so Mutavault's down. The Dark Heart Sliver. Oh, but that's actually really good for me because I was scared that they were gonna sacrifice. Oh, they sacked it to gain life. Okay. Okay. So my Scourge is just gonna die here. Okay, so both my creatures are gonna die. So yeah. Okay. Getting the Scourge back was actually bad. I should have just bobbled again. I didn't realize they could unearth the life gain sliver. Wow, did they win all those flips? That's pretty good for them. Jeez. kind of don't mind Bowmat because it lets me play my Scourge on turn 2, so I kind of want it back, and it's like a good payoff for taking control of the game. But I don't know for sure. I could see Blood Moon, but like Lure seems really good against them, and I'm kind of greedy. I don't like winning with Blood Moon because I like value. I could go to thoughtseize, but it's good against Chalice. Thoughtseizes does not seem great against their strategy. I'll just cut one. I could have Croxa. It's pretty good in grindy-ish kind of games. But I already have all these Bowmats and I have Luris. I don't know. I'll just try this. Cutting one Thoughtseize is kind of random, especially when it just lost to Chalice. But outside of tagging Chalice, doesn't seem that great. It might be rolling out to Blood Moon again. It just like feels like an awkward card to me. Okay, I'll just lead with Bowmats, and I think I might get a basic Swamp here actually. I might just get basic lands here. So yeah. I could lead with Thoughtseize, but I'm kind of greedy. I have a lot of removal, so I don't even really care about Vile that much in that sense. I kind of want to maximize the damage I'm dealing with my creatures. Let's just get a mountain here, I think. Because I could get punished, but I already have Dismember as a colorless card to cast, and I kind of want to conserve my life a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna have to learn what slivers do real quick. So they have a couple of the flying slivers. They have a Sliver Lord. I might want the flip a coin sliver, to be honest, because I have a bunch of removal. I mean, Dark Heart slivers like it's kind of annoying because I get a gain 3 life. Like whatever. Lords, whatever. Maybe I just take the flip a coin. That's just the one that could blow me out really bad. Yeah, I'll just take the flip a coin sliver. It's just good against removal spells. My hand's all removal spells, so yeah. I'm gonna find spot for sure. We'll see how this game plays out. The reason I brought Bowmat back in on the play is because it's pretty easy to hit them and then play Scourge, but on the draw it's like a lot harder to hit them, and Scourge on the draw is a bit less impressive. I was trying to take more of a controlling posture in general. Okay, so I have to pay an extra mana basically to kill their guy. Sure. Whenever you or permanent you control becomes target of a spell or ability, you counter that spell unless its control pays 1. So if I push that, pay 1, then I can attack with both my creatures, and okay, this is kind of complicated real quick. So they just played Fire Islet. I basically have to decide if I'm okay with trading my Bowman in combat or not. So I'm gonna have to decide that real quick. I guess I'll just start by pushing that, because if I want to dismember, I'm gonna be at 10. They're gonna be at 11, and then they're gonna be able to play out their hands. But if I save the Dismember, then I can save it for one of their slivers, try and win with Luris, Slowway, but I have all these cards under the Bowmat, so I kind of do want to just crack the Bowmat. I just crack the Bowmat next turn too, but next turn I'm prized into casting Colligan's Command, which is prized into... Yeah, I think I'm just gonna protect the Bowmat, go all in on the Bowmat. So I'll just push this. Whenever you counter this spell unless this control pays 1. I know every card in their hand, I guess, so I'll push this. Pay 1. I got scared when I saw the second trigger pop up there. I was just thinking if I was fine trading the Bowmat in combat with a Gale Rider. But what's a better play? But I have so many cards under it. I'm gonna have like 4 cards. I'm gonna have like 5 cards under it. Yeah, I think I just want to crack the Bowmat, to be honest. The Acer Vial is actually pretty good here. Turn 1 Vial is pretty good. They just have a lot of creatures in their hand. They got a Vial with that in play. You can dismember it. Because it's kind of awkward. I can like use all my mana, and it's like kind of awkward to have dead mana. And like this way I'm just keep pushing my position. But I don't know, it's like definitely a complicated line here, I'm pretty sure. It's definitely complicated. That could have been the wrong play, I don't know. We'll see. I could have just let the trade happen. Yeah, maybe I should have just let the trade happen. And I gotta kill the next. Okay, they played Chalice. That's actually kind of good for me, because now I gotta. Let's see, is this just a 2/2? Okay, so if I attack with both my creatures, I can kill the Chalice and shock the creature they put into play, and then like have Dismember. Yeah, I think that's the best play probably. Dismember is a pretty good draw, for sure, of course. We have a lot of good draws to be fair. Okay, so destroy target artifact, deal 2 damage. I think I want to just destroy Chalice, keep it simple, keep it cool. They gotta gain some life, it's all good. They're gonna have Sinew Sliver, Gale Rider Sliver. I do need to watch out so I don't lose to random Haste Sliver shenanigans, and the Unearthed Sliver is pretty good with the Aether Vial. The main tension in this game was just, did I want to trade off the Bowmat in combat or not? And I might have wanted to be honest. It actually ended up working out well, because since they played Chalice, because the main reason is they're pretty priced to just play Sliver main phase, and then I just gotta use my mana to dismember it anyway. But, so the fact that they played a Chalice kind of means that it let me use my mana more efficiently, which was pretty cool. Anyway, so they play Sinew Sliver, sure. That's good, that's cool. And now I'm gonna have to. Okay, so I can play swiftspear, attack with everything. Wow, they have the Vial on 2. That kind of implies to me that they do a 2-drop. I kind of want to play swiftspear, dismember the Sinew Sliver, and attack with everything. Or I could just attack with everything and see what they do. I kind of want to just do this first, because this way if they play the one that Unsettled Mariner, I can pay 1 and not lose my Bowmat. That's why I'm doing this. Okay. So how likely am I to die? All these slivers are gonna have flying anyway. Might have been wrong to play the swiftspear, to be honest. All these slivers are gonna have flying, so I might as well just attack. No reason to leave a blockers back. Okay, another Sinew Sliver, sure. Let the card go under it, sure. I could have maybe discarded the swiftspear, but it's like not bad to have the swiftspear in play, like, I don't know. I could actually die here, which is making me spooked out a little bit. Okay, I can play the lands and bolt their sliver, and then I can't die, so I guess I'll do that. This could have been the wrong play. Maybe I shouldn't have bolted the Sinew Sliver. I don't know. Well, I guess they're locked to play it for 2, so I can just play explosives for 2 and pass. I don't know if that was the right play. That was kind of complicated. I maybe shouldn't have bolted their thing. I was just thinking about there's lots of tricky reasons I could get punished for not bolting it if they have like any protection. If I want to bolt it in combat anyway. But maybe I don't want to bolt it in combat, so it's kind of like weird. Okay, so they played Gale Rider Sliver, sure. Okay, they put that, sure. Sure. Okay, so I can play explosives for 2 and crack it. I think I want to do this and attack, because this way if they block my swift, yeah, I'll just do this and attack. It's just a better play. They might chump, but then I gotta play my Scourge of the Skyclaves. But maybe I should just, I don't know, maybe I should have bolted them. The reason I did that is I was scared if well, this was the reason if I was gonna do it in combat, but maybe I shouldn't have done it in combat. Okay, so they're gonna chump because they know that. Now I'm gonna play Scourge. It's kind of weird because I already played that. Oh, it's a 16-16, so that's pretty big. Because I let them chump block, so it might have been bad because I have this explosives on 2 already, but I guess I have to chump block my Scourge anyway, so it's kind of complicated. Because this way I can deal with their next sliver. I hope I'm not dead, because then I would be sad boy. Okay, they gotta actually... Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm dead. No, I'm dead. I'm dead. Whoa. Probably messed up this game, I don't know. Fuck, dead. Oh, could I have passed with the explosives up? No, that's not really a good play. I don't know. I don't want to think about it. I'll get depressed, so I'll go to the next game. I could have not played the swiftspear that trying to crack the bow mat. I could have traded the bow mats in combat. What if I attacked with the... What if I didn't play the swiftspear? Then I could have cracked the bow mat and... I don't know. I don't know. All my plays kind of made sense. Maybe at the end I could have like tried to do something. I could have passed with 2 mana up. What does that play around? Then they could... They're at 3 life. So I don't know if that would have even been a good play. Yeah, Moto's definitely been buggy. I can tell because the phases are all weird. This thing is. Yeah, it says the load zone. Okay. Opponent mulligans to 5. Sure. Pretty good for me, I guess. Guess I'll just bobble them. Oh, they revealed Luris too? I'll just play the bow mat, but I could see it being wrong. Because this way they could like discard my thoughtseize and play their Scourge. So I don't know. Oh, it's Boggles. Oh my god, okay. Well, I guess I should have definitely bobbled them. I was not for some reason I just assumed it would be a mirror match. Pretty punished by that, for sure, by assuming it was a mirror. Well, I could still win because I have Shadow Teamer Battle Rage, which is pretty good. I can't play Shadow no matter what I do. Okay. That was kind of a mistake, actually. I could have played the Sunbait Canyon so that I can cast the Shadow for sure next turn. So what is it? Spirit Link, Spirit Mantle, Griff Spoon. What's the scariest? And they have Umbra, so they actually have a pretty bad one. Whenever you deal damage, gain that much life. I guess I'll take that one. I could also take Spirit Mantle. Protection from creatures is pretty good. Kind of. Because then they might try and block my creatures. So maybe I'll take Griff Spirit Mantle and then they try and attack me and then I play Teamer Battle Rage. Because then this way they might... If I take Spirit Mantle they might pass and then if they don't attack I can't play my Shadow out, so... So that was definitely, I guess, the right play. I was just tripping from the Slivers game. Tripping out. Yeah, pretty punished by the punishments of punish. Yes, I'll just look at their top card. They have a Windswept Tease, sure. I can attack with chest this. And then I can get Luris back. I need to be aware that I could die if they have like an ethereal armor coming. So I guess I should be aware of that. So I guess I have to dodge like an ethereal armor if that's lethal. I'm not sure if that's lethal anyway though. Okay, now they go for the attack. Sure. I don't think I'm dead to ethereal armor. I think I survive it, so the best card they could have is like Past Exile, I guess. So remove my shadow, because then it would be hard to beat this. Okay, they're not attacking. Interesting. Okay, so I can just get Luris, bobble them. How big is this? So if they ethereal armor, it would be +4, so it'd be 7, so it's actually not that big of a deal. So I guess I'll just Luris them, and then I can decide if I want to shock myself, I guess. I could also bobble myself, but I have all the cards I need, so I kind of want to bobble them just to see if they have a Past Exile. They have a Temple Garden. Can I guarantee lethal if I attack with everything? Yeah, I think... I don't know, this might have been loose. Who knows? Well, pass it down. I could have like bluff attacked with this, but they could just lose the Hiding Umbra, so it could go pretty wrong. Okay, that should be lethal. It's for many reasons, because now I can cast K command, I can cast this, I can cast that. Oh, I should have cracked my fetch to get Blood Crypt before the Bowmat trigger. That was bad. Or I could have even just bobbled myself to see what my top card is, so I could delay the decision. Pretty sure I have super lethal here though, so it's fine I guess in the end. I guess I should have Teamer Battle Rage my shadow right away before they block, just to save time. Yeah, now I feel bad because now they're thinking about their best block and I just have Teamer Battle Rage, so bit of a slow rolls. Okay, well game one would be the harder game, I would imagine, because I don't have engineered explosives in my deck. I was just citing Kozilek's Return because it can clear Luris, like in the worst case, like even besides all the other, like praying that it does something better than that. This could be a Blood Moon matchup, but it is pretty slow on the draw, that's for sure. And they are playing a Pass to Exile deck, so Luris can be good against Pass. Thoughtseize is not great on the draw, so I might cut it. Especially since I expect my opponent to have ley lines. Croxa is like, usually I like it against Pass decks, but... Because the thing is, they're basically going to know I have Blood Moon face up, so I don't even know if I want it. I like the removal. Night's Whisper is not great, but it does help me draw towards explosives, and I'm going to mull pretty aggressively. I might want Croxa just because, so I don't like dirtle around when I'm winning. I might be wrong to not have Thoughtseizes in, but I don't love trying to take their auras with it. It might be good. Also, again, I could have Blood Moon, but it's really slow on the draw, I feel. I'll just do this. I don't know. I could see wanting... It could be wrong not to have Thoughtseizes in, for sure. It's also partly I kind of expect them to have ley lines, kind of. And it's not... Even if it does hit, it's not even that good. Okay, this hand's, like, intriguing me, so I think I'll keep it just because I'm interested in the science of Boggle of Scourge. This is pretty bad against lifelink. Like maybe I should just try and mull 2 explosives or whatever. But this hand's kind of cool. I kind of want to try it and see what happens. But if they have lifelink, it's true that the Scourge is just going to get blown out. The Night's Whisper is really slow. Second Swiftspear is going to be kind of hard to cast and kind of slow. I don't even have any removal if they have a Core Spirit Dancer anyway. but I just want to keep it. I want to see what's gonna happen if I keep his hands. So, you know, it's cool. It's cool. So I draw Kroxa, not really what I'm looking for. I could scry on myself, but I could just wait on the scry. I could just play swiftspear and attack. I don't know. This is kind of loose. I don't really know what I'm doing, to be completely honest. This hand was pretty loose. I don't know if this hand can really realistically beat Boggle's deck, so... The fact that they let on Force is a pretty good sign, because it means it's harder for them to cast Daybreak Coronets. So we'll see. They're just going in on the Umbra, so they got Umbras for days. And yeah, now I can cast a Scourge. If they have a way to gain life, it's going to be bad for me, but, you know, it's tough chops. I think I want to just cast the Scourge, because it's big boy. And I guess I will just do it. I could have shocked myself, but, you know, sometimes you don't want to shock yourself if you're not in the mood or whatever. No planes on top. Obviously, I should have done this, that, or the other first, so, yeah. Oh, did I mess up here? If I shocked myself, it would have been a 6/6, but their guy would have been a 6/6 too, so, I don't know. Now their guy has protection from creatures. So yeah, like creature fans, what's up? What's up to the creature fans? Okay, I'll just Night's Whisper, keep it real. Okay. Baboule. I could swing with both my creatures, and that way if they block that way I probably just get damage in, because if they block the Swiftspear, I get like 6 damage in. They could block the Swiftspear, but then I get 6 damage in, so then like Teamer Battle Rage can just instantly kill them. Oh, I guess I'm only going to be at 14 anyway. Okay, they are going to eat the Swiftspear, and my guy's not actually going to get much bigger, because my life is capped, but I guess I have Dismember, maybe. Their top card's past the Exile, so it's worth keeping that in mind, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked with the Swiftspear, but I sacrificed Swiftspear for 6 damage, like, it's actually a pretty good exchange rate. Okay, it's actually sitting in a fine spot, because I can cast another Scourge here, too. They're not actually attacking. It's very conservative. Very, very conservative. Yeah, I could just play a Scourge and pass. I could actually just attack. But I guess they don't have any reason to do anything. Protection from creatures. But I could just attack. It might freak them out a little bit. They might pass it. Because that way, if I do Teamer Battle Rage, I can go for that. So I could play Swiftspear out. If I fetch a Blood Crypt, would I be dead? So if I go to 11, would I be dead to armor with +5? So I wouldn't be dead to Ethereal Armor. So maybe I should just play my Swiftspear out. Yeah, I'll just play my Swiftspear out. I could like randomly bolt my opponent out of the game if I have it in play. So keep it, put it in play, sure, why not? And I could have fetched the basic, but since they have pass, I figured I might want to, because they might just want it. Okay, they're just keeping it slow, so they're just holding onto their path for a little bit. Makes sense. Okay, Dryad Arbor is good for me because obviously it's not good for them. Okay, Baboule. Do I have a way to get lethal here? So if I bolt them to 5, how many prowess triggers can I get? I think I can lethal them here, but if they have double... So if I push the Dryad Arbor, I guess I should first of all look their top card. Because if I dismember the... I guess I'll just look at their top card. This is kind of bad sequencing. I should just think through my whole turn before I do this, but I'm kind of losing patience. Okay, they have Ethereal Armor on top. So that means that I could die if they have double paths. What I could do is I could dismember the Dryad Arbor. bolt their face, because they gotta block 1, so then this goes in. I bolt their face, so I just need to make this 5 power. So 3, 4, 5. I could make this 5 power. I could also Croxa though. And then they would have to, I think casting Croxa might be better actually. So yeah, I guess I'll just cast Croxa. Oh, but if I cast Croxa, I don't have the so then the question is yeah, it's complicated. And if I cast Croxa, it might actually be a better play because then I could actually beat Double Pass to Exile. Can I beat Double Pass to Exile at all? I guess is a good question to ask too. Because maybe I just, they're gonna have armor and then I literally just can never beat Double Pass to Exile in a million years. So maybe I should just go for the killer right now. So I would dismember the Dryad Arbor, because if I go Croxa, I make them discard. Well, actually maybe I could, because I could burn them out. Because they go to 5 and then they go to 2. If they have, sorry, okay. They could have Daybreak Coronet pretty easily in their hand too, which would make me want to go for lethal because they don't have double white and they probably want to cast Path to Exile. So knowing that, do I just want? But then they would have to discard Daybreak Coronet. Sorry, it's kind of. But okay. There's obviously a one play that's gonna be a good play here. Okay, so they're just gonna have to discard the card they drew anyway. So all they're gonna be able to do is draw that. They're gonna give +5/+5, so it's gonna make this a 10/10. So I could push the Arbor, Croxa them, attack with everything. Like, they can't have anything, right? Because they just have to discard the last card in their hand. So I should just cast Croxa. I'm just trying to see if there's, like, a reason why there's a better play. Sorry. I don't know why my head's racing. Okay, I have to be clear. Okay, so. What would punish me that they could discard? Like, can they cast anything from the graveyard? No. That's relevant? No. Could they have, like, Obstinate Balos? Maybe it's super weird, maybe. Whatever, I'm just gonna... So if I cast Croxa, I push that. But how much damage? They passed that. So I did a deal, like... Because actually I might lose a lot of... Whatever, I'm just gonna actually... I think it's better to cast Croxa. It means I could top deck a Bolt and win. What's happening? Wait? Oh, you had a good line? I think... Oh, you mean for Veil of Summer? In case they have Veil of Summer? Yeah. Are you talking about Veil of Summer or something else? Yeah, I should have pushed first. That was bad. No, I was thinking about playing around Double Pass to Exile. I know I could have lethal here. Okay, they discard that. No, I know I could have lethal here. I was just thinking if I could play around Double Pass to Exile, basically. I hope I didn't do my math wrong, because I assume this is giving +5/+5. But I think that might have been better play because it plays around double Veil of Summer. But the reason why I was doing this is I was trying to play around double Pass to Exile, but it might have been better to lead with push anyway first. I was thinking I already know their top card. I already know their top card's not lethal. So I could just play Croxa, because if they don't have Pass to Exile in hand, I'm going to win anyway. So that was basically my logic for doing this play. They can swing for 10, but then they're dead. So that's basically why I did that. But the play you suggested to actually push first might have been better, because that way if they had Veil of Summer, but that would be such a weird card for them to have, but it's probably a better play overall. Because I was just thinking, like, I could go for lethal, but I'm like, why? Because they only have 1 white mana to cast? Because they had 2 cards in their hand. Because the reason I did that play is I'm pretty sure that the only way they could win is if they had 2 Pass to Exiles. So I'm like, I can just play around that for free, was kind of my logic. Because I couldn't think of anything that would punish me, like any way I would lose that game unless they had a second Pass to Exile. So I don't need to go for lethal, because I already know their top cards in Ethereal Armor. So I was just playing around the second pass. But if I lead on push first, then they might respond with Veil of Summer. And then because and then if they respond to Veil of Summer, then I know they're dead because then I just dismember it and then I bolt their face. So yeah, so that would have been a better play probably for sure, just to push it first. But yeah, basically, I don't know if I explained it well. Basically, I was like, if they have second pass to exile, that's the only thing they could have that could survive. And if I go for the kill, it's not like they. I'm gonna make them discard their last card anyway, and their card's a serial armor, which doesn't add anything to the board, so I can just play around it for free. What a point to not attack with Boggle if they got two PTs. I'm not sure what you mean. What a. Oh yeah, you mean it would be weird that they didn't attack with their Boggle? Yeah, that's true. But like they didn't attack with Boggle a lot. But basically, I was like, the only way I could lose this game is if they have a second pass. And since I know their top card, unless they have something weird like Obstinate Balos, basically, I was like, I'll just see if they have double pass because then I could actually give myself the out to draw like a Swiftspear or a Lightning Bolt and actually beat double pass basically. And actually, I could escape the Croxa too. So that was the whole reason for that line. But you could say, well, if they have double pass, then they would have attacked with Boggle. But also, I'm pretty sure like if they don't have a second pass in hand, they're just gonna lose because I'm just gonna cast Croxa. They have to discard their last card, and the only instance I mean, maybe they could have Weather the Storm or something, but it's like pretty weird. Like what would they have like nature? I don't know, but basically they have to discard their last card, and then the only card they're drawing is a Serial Armor. It's not gonna help them. So yeah, that was basically the reason I did that play. Because it's like if they don't have a second pass, they're gonna lose anyway, unless they had something weird like Obstinate Balos or Weather the Storm or some sort of instant, Veil of Summer maybe. So yeah. But anyway, I'll end it here. I'll look for somebody to raid quickly. Definitely the Slivers loss was something else. But yeah, let's look for somebody to raid quickly. I guess I'll put a picture of the deck. Yeah, it felt pretty decent for sure. Let me just see. I like a raid Jarvis. I spell it. Let's see. Yeah, that's the Rishadon Port profile picture. Wow, so many viewers. Wow. So many people saw me die to Slivers.